Hello and welcome to another tutorial video from Spotlight Photographics and Photo Solutions Market. My name is Shaun DeMint, and today we're going to be talking about the Gridline poster from the brand new Cinema series. And this is the Gridline poster right here. This was one of the horizontal versions of the Cinema series, and it's very easy to use, and there's just a couple things that you need to do to make it work. And what we're going to do is we're going to replace this guy and actually put a cheerleader in it, because all of the Cinema series posters are non-sport specific. You can use them for anybody. So we're going to go ahead and put a cheerleader in this one, and I'm going to show you also how easy green screen works to get all of this blonde hair out perfectly. So first thing we're going to do is work on our image that we're going to replace it with. So I'm going to come up to my filters, go to Easy Green Screen Dual Mask. Now if you've watched any of the other ones, I have not used the dual mask before because it was just a helmet, didn't need to worry about hair. But we're going to use dual mask because that is going to help us with our hair. So we select dual mask, go ahead and let the program get to the point where I need to do something. And this program is amazing, it really is. Alright, so now it's going to say I want to draw around the hair. So what we're going to do is just very loosely just draw around wherever the hair is, and that's it. Go ahead and hit continue processing. And what that's going to do is actually separate the hair area from the rest of the body. And if you've used any of the programs, you've struggled with having hair having green around it, and then when you remove the green from the hair, it removes parts of the body. That's what dual mask doesn't do here, is it allows you to adjust both the hair areas and the body areas so that you can do a fine-tune adjust. Now I will say that Easy Green Screen does an amazing job on its first pass, and a lot of times I don't even need to worry about a second pass. So let's take a look and see what this looks like here. If I'm on the color, if I put a color behind her, and let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit. Alright, and we're going to use the Control plus keys to zoom in. We can see there's still a little bit of green there, but not a whole lot. So let's do a little bit more adjusting here. So we'll go ahead and go back to the main menu. And let's go ahead and do the key and mask settings. And right here what we have is two different areas. We have a blue area, which is the hair, and we have the red area, which is not the hair. So all we need to do is we want to go ahead and recover some of the light hair and get rid of this green. Okay, actually I may need to bring it down a little bit. I went the wrong direction. I'm sorry. Oh, look how that's cleaning that up already. Let's go ahead and remove some of the dark hair strands a little bit. Looking good. I'm not seeing a whole lot of green left. Hardly at all. And at this point, let's go back to the main menu again, and we can also adjust the edge hair coloring. And we can blend this. Let's see what this does. And we can also adjust the brightness shift. See how that brought some out? So let's bring it back. Look how that hair is coming back. Just play with this a little bit. Oh my gosh. Okay, so there we go. I think we're good to go. I'm ready. We could go back and keep or remove areas. This will help. Spill correction also helps. The hair region, we can go ahead and change the spill correction. I still see a little green in there, so I'm going to try to remove it a little bit. Let's bring that up a little higher. And let's go ahead and say keep or remove areas. I think we're good to go. I don't need to do anything else. So let's go ahead and apply this, turn off the color of the background, hit apply, and we're ready to go. Like I said, I mean, this was kind of extreme. We had a lot of really blonde strands. But the best part is we can always go in and edit it because it is a template that it's non-destructive layers, so we can go in here and we can actually adjust the masking. But at this point we're ready to go, so I'm just going to flatten her down so she's one layer and ready to go to the template. So let's head over to the grid line template. First thing we want to do is grab the layer that the player is on and go ahead and delete that player without clicking on anything else. Let's go ahead and bring her in and size her where we want her to be, just like so. Now at this point, I usually do a lot of grunge filters on people, and for cheerleaders, it's not as heavy, but I do add a little bit, and we do that with Topaz Adjust. So I use Topaz Adjust, and then see, that's what I usually do for football players. Not so good for cheerleaders. So maybe let's just do this one, and we'll add a little bit of detail, not too much. There we go. And go ahead and hit apply. That gave her a little bit more of a grungy look, but not too much because we don't want to go too far with the cheerleaders and make them look real dirty and stuff, but it does pop her a little bit more on the thing. And we can also go ahead and adjust the darkness a little bit. Now she's good to go. All right, now, so the second step is the background image. The background image, if you notice, has a linear light blending mode on it. So what we need to do before we replace this background image with her again, we need to copy the layer style. That is going to give us the look that's back there. And now we're going to go ahead and hit delete on him, not clicking anywhere else before we go bring the other person back in. Go ahead and bring in her again. Control T for retransform. Bring her over to this spot. Size her however big you want her to be over there. And then the second step is going to make her black and white. So all we have to do is desaturate, Control Shift U, or just go to desaturate, and then we're going to right click and say paste layer style. And that gives us that look, that real blown out look that was in the background. And we can move her to be anywhere we want her to be. So right there is good. I like that with her eyes. Maybe a little bit bigger. There we go. Perfect. All right, now the last thing we need to do is change the colors because obviously this team is not red or blue, it's red. So what we need to do is come over here to the hue and saturation layer, double click right here on this icon. That's going to bring up our slider bar, and now we can just move it over to red, and we're done. All we need to do now is change the names, and those are simple text forms. So if her name is Heather, we just type in Heather. And the same with the last name, same with the thing down here. And jersey number, she's not a player, so we just turn it off. Maybe put the school logo back there or something like that. But that's pretty much it. That is how easy it is to use the grid line poster from the new cinema series, and this can be printed as a banner as well. Even though it is a 20 by 30 at 300 DPI, watch the other tutorial videos for the cinema series and you'll see the explanation, but really this is exactly the same. In fact, it's a little larger when you submit it to your banner printer. All you have to do is save this as a JPEG, submit it to your banner printer, and you're good to go all the way up even to a 4 foot by 6 foot banner. Because a 4 foot by 6 foot banner usually is at 100 DPI, and that is a whole lot different. So watch the other tutorial videos and you'll see what I'm talking about. But very simply, if you're printing this as a 4 foot by 6 foot banner, or any banner for that matter, just save it as a JPEG and submit it to your printer. You do not need to change this to 4 foot by 6 foot at 100 DPI. And if you're making a 4 foot by 6 foot canvas, do not put it at 300 DPI. Put it at 100 DPI because that will be way too big. And I'm going to show you real quick on a 4 foot by 6 foot canvas. Go ahead and flatten this down so that it is just the JPEG version of it. And let's go ahead and hit new. And I'm going to show you 4 foot by 6 foot. So 48 inches tall, 72 inches wide at 100 DPI, which is what banner printers are going to want. And let's go ahead and drag and drop this right onto that canvas, and you will see it comes in larger. That means a 20 by 30 at 300 dpi is actually bigger than a 4 foot by 6 foot at 100 dpi. So your banner printer will actually downsize this to fit on a 4 foot by 6 foot banner. It's that simple, guys. So hopefully this one helped you guys out in working with the grid line from the Cinema Series. Check out all the other Cinema Series on photosolutionsmarket.com. Again, my name is Shaun DeMint. If you need anything, you can always submit a support ticket right here in the knowledge base on photosolutionsmarket.com by clicking on the Contact Us button and then on Submit a New Support Ticket. Thanks again for watching today's episode of the Cinema Series. Have a great day.